Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. I don't know the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Stood strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop.
Good morning, people. Hope everyone is well, and hope everyone is good. Happy Friday to all. Big boy move overnight here. Typical. Why is it moving overnight like this? Give us just 20 pips of that when we want to trade. Don't do this overnight, please. I'll explain what happened though for you guys who don't know what happened. Pretty simple here. Just make sure all simple systems go and we look good. And yeah, let's have a look. Hope everyone is well. Now, let's start here with news. So today is going to be Friday. We had CPI. This is national core CPI. This is not as important as Tokyo CPI, which should be next week. That's something I did miss. I didn't know next week was Tokyo CPI, which is probably why we're seeing the range. It should be next week though. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. Next Friday. So next week, hopefully with all of these events, you can see the outlook report, the monetary policy statement. We should see volatility going into that week, and the yen started to be traded. Especially that we've seen this reaction on Tokyo CPI. So not so core CPI here today. So what did we see with core CPI? We saw numbers come back lower than expected, which is bad. Remember, the rest of the world, they want inflation to come down. Japan is the opposite. Japan wants inflation to continue going up because they have a de-inflationary problem. They have a problem of inflation slipping down to 2% and potentially below. That is the problem they're having, right? So they don't want to see lower numbers. Now, what's interesting is that we see, the potential for the yen here, obviously for some drastic measures to be made. And then we see, of course, overnight we have some tensions again in the Middle East. News came out, but what's very interesting is we have not seen the yen carry such a heavy strength here in terms of, not strength in terms of its currency, but strength in terms of a backup reserve, or not a reserve, or a hedge against any news, kind of acting like how gold acts, right? So this is the first time we've seen that happen in a while, which is how the yen used to be back in the day. any tensions that happen in the world, people would dump money into the yen as a safe haven. So what we're seeing now is we're seeing that come back into the market. Now, back, before when we were trading and we used to have the yen as a safe haven, we used to love that because it gave pullbacks for opportunities. Now, obviously, this huge volume resolution here, 170 pip move here, I mean, even bigger if you measure it from candle open, is 180 pip move here. Obviously, a huge amount of volume, something we haven't seen for weeks and weeks. Exact same move that happened last Friday, exact same move back to the exact same zone that we saw last Friday. But last Friday was more of a drought out move, that happened later in the session, not caused by news that caused one push towards the downside. So, same move you would have seen on gold. Now, what happened after the news is more important. This was all false alarm, basically. They did come out and state that nothing has been done. There were no attacks. Nothing has been damaged, and it was a false alarm, right? So what do we see? Move immediately retraced. Same thing on GJ here, move immediately retraced. So it's a shame that this came overnight, especially the gold one here. The gold was very easy for this. This started at around, what time did we get the breakout here? 5 a.m. my time. I swear, these days in the market, you need to be up 24/7. 24/7 to get that. So this was very easy using 1 minute strategy. I went over it, had a look at it this morning, and there was a lot of entry options here. But that's how these trending moves work, right? I mean, we can't predict what time they're going to come. We can only assume. But this was caused by tensions. Now, the problem here is that 4 hours is just a rejection. 4 hour close outside of the range and close back inside the range. So it realistically did nothing. If we were to close this 4 hours a breakout candle, London session would be very, very, very good here. And London session, I feel we would get the breakout to continue towards the upside and ride 100 pip buys. But we've got the rejection back in the range, so all we are is back in our gold range here. So with that being said, a quick overview of news. Let's go ahead and do the analysis here. So let's start off on the daily time frame and see how the daily time frame has populated here. Obviously, daily time frame, very weak candles forming at this resistance. We said yesterday this resistance is a tough resistance to break. Doesn't mean we couldn't have broken it, but we knew it was a tough resistance, which is why when we started rejecting from it, I was hesitant to try buy back to it, because I didn't, every time we've rejected to it, we've just come back down to this range here. But obviously now we've come back to the lows of our range, retest the lows of the range, and again, all we're doing is sitting in this range here we're back at the exact same spot that we were basically yesterday. Yeah, basically exact same spot as yesterday, just a little bit lower inside of this mid-range. Now, obviously, this was very nice zone here. This is something I would have liked to see us being able to trade inside of 2 clean candles here. Very clean, high volume zone. You can see the high volume. Obviously, that's been eaten up in a couple of 15-minute candles from news. So now we're sitting right below that range that we have here. So let's bring back drawings and see how my drawings are looking here. Just clean it up. I haven't cleaned up my drawings, so I wanna clean up my drawings. Let's put this also /dr. And then 4 hour support, this can go down here. All right, actually no, let me remove that and let's go back to the 4 hour, see how the 4 hours looking. We do have a minor 4 hour support there. We have this 4 hour support here, so this is a 30-minute /4 hour support, which is important, right? S, right? That's all clean. That's all clean. Blah blah blah. That's all good. Why did I mark this one here as well? This is also one weekly support. How's that looking on weekly? Is it really relevant? Yeah, slightly. Still our old weekly support. Still our old 4 hour zone. Is price respecting it? Yeah, practically it is. So we need to get back above there. This 30-minute, where's this 30-minute coming from? This is an old 30-minute. I don't think this will be too much of a problem here. It will be maximum watch zone. This 4-hour support up here, yeah, this will also be a watch zone here. We can keep that in mind. This is an old 15 here, but I'll consider that as 192 as a whole. So 192 as a whole I'm going to consider. I think it's maybe like a 2 pip difference. Yeah, 2 pip difference. So you can consider 192 as a whole here. Upside is messed up. Well, it's difficult because technically we are mixed bias, right? But we've also rejected the bottom of the range, so we're totally mixed bias, to be honest, because we're just back in the middle of the range, rejected the top, rejected the bottom. Again, the best place to trade is going to be from the top of the range or the bottom. It's just a very choppy price action, and we can see from yesterday how choppy it was. Now, yesterday was very unfortunate because move ended up playing out. Move ended up playing out as we saw. So what we need here is we have news in 15 minutes, and the news in 15 minutes is going to give us some clarity here of what's going to do, because if news comes and dumps down here, then this is pretty good if we can create supports to get back up towards the upside. If news just pumps straight through here, then we need to reanalyze. Maybe we end up buying again above 500 again, you know. So we just need to see what news does. If news does nothing, then we're in the same range like this, and you know, and then we can reanalyze, right? We can reanalyze, but it's pretty mixed at the moment. There's not much candles formed, obviously, after a heavy news move. I mean, worst comes to worst, we just range. Worst comes to worst, we just range, and hopefully we can just get this week behind us, and then next week we can have some you know, some nice volatility. But looking at gold here, we're just back in this shitty range here in gold that we were in before. I really wish that we could have had continuation into today, because we were really trying to break out. So if we start off on daily time frame, obviously nothing's really happened. Daily has created support though, but we're not breaking any highs here in terms of, you know, breakout closures here. Obviously yesterday 4 hours, well, we didn't get the 4-hour close, which we just discussed here. So we're below daily resistance, below 4-hour resistance here. We didn't get the close back above. This 4-hour support, I'm going to move down here. This previous daily, I don't really think that relevant. That's pretty. Probably gonna move it up somewhere like this. Don't know how I want to put that line. Something like that. Yeah, so for gold right now, gold can react off this 4-hour support. If it gets back above daily, maybe back above 85s here. If we can get back above 85, 86, I think buys could make sense. You know, buys can make sense there if it wants to retest a little bit higher first before continuing down. Getting back below this 79 here is the 4-hour support. You want to see resistance below. It's about 38 pip range, but we've had pretty major dump right now. Gold might just want to reach target met on daily for sells or for buys on gold. Target was met on daily long time ago, right? Daily targets all the way down here. Like yesterday, daily target was met. We're dealing with this wick. We're basically just, you know, reaching daily target every single time, like, and failing to close above. So what we need to do is try to close above here. Then we're gonna get the continuation. So the price action is gonna be the exact same, right? Price action is gonna be the exact same for that. So that's basically what we need to wait for here, is to see how it wants to react off 4-hour support, maybe to get below 4-hour support and continue a little bit more of the selling pressure. Definitely possible. So let's monitor what it does around the 4-hour support, because it could just retest 4-hour support and end up continuing bullish here, right? At least to retest a little bit higher, make a steeper top wick on this 4-hour candle. We have had 1, 2, 3 back-to-back 1-hour candles here closing bearish, with not light bearish candles, heavy bearish candles, right? We literally retraced the move fully. Move is fully retraced, so this is also a very heavy rejection zone. So I would like to see maybe a thunderstorm below here if it's going to sell. So we'll see what that ends up doing. Now for GJ news here in around 10 minutes. I guess we have to wait for news here, because even this 15-minute candle close will close in 10 minutes. So impulsively entering right now, there's no real entry that you can take. Yeah, without 1 hour closing bearish here, without, I mean, you basically need to get below 191,500 if you're going to take it on a 5-minute. But I feel that that's very tight. I feel that's very, very tight to do that 5 minutes before news. So that's basically the analysis here. Let's just wait for news and then we can see what's going on here on the charts. So after news, let's see what's going on the charts, and then we will take it from there. We will take it from there. So yeah, gold dirty 4 hour. Yes, bro is right, and people probably still be hating. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, all I have to do is we've been right 100% of the time. The only thing is, like, this loss here, we got stopped out by 0.2 pips. This one here, I managed the trade for -5, so very small. And then yesterday again, it went for second liquidity grab. So these scalps of running tight stop loss are not working in these market conditions. So all we have to do is not change the analysis, not change the strategy, literally just put wider stops. It sucks because I like better risk to reward, right? I think we can all agree we like better risk to reward, but we can't really do that when price is just ranging for a while. Like yesterday, the idea played out perfectly, hit TP perfectly hit TP here. We were targeting top of the range. It just took, from entry, it just took itself, you know, 5 hours. It took 5 hours to play out. That's the only thing. So you have to give it room for that 5 hours to play out, right? We entered break of that high and it just took 5 hours to play out. So you just have to give it time. And obviously in 5 hours a lot can happen, so that's why you need the wider stop loss, maybe 28, 30 pip stop losses. And that's what we were discussing yesterday. Harry, let's get the win rate at least to 85% by the end of the year. I don't think we should try concentrate on that, because that's what's going to make us lose. Trying to get, you have to understand, win rate will go down very, very quickly, but win rate goes up very, very slowly. If you take one loss, you lose 1% of your win rate. If you take one win, you only gain 0.2%. So you need 10 wins to cover the equivalent of like maybe 2 losses. 10 wins in terms of percentage. So don't focus too much on win percent. Focus on results and what's going on the charts, right? Calculate results, what's going on. Look at, okay, what am I doing? Am I taking unnecessary amount of losses here? No, right? We can see here, it's very clearly, yes, in all of these trades, there's 1, 2, 3 losses. How big are the losses? Fine. Small loss, -5 pips, not going to ruin your day. 12 pips counts as a good loss. 18 pips counts as a good loss, but that's part of the trading, right? Now, if we look at, okay, let's look at the rest of the data here. It's not a big deal when you're winning 23, 11, 15, 16, 9 pips, 7 pips. And this is me over managing my own trade, right? So that's a personal mistake I made, because this was a 21 pip move, but I over managed it. So I only made 7 pips. And that's why this journal is very transparent here, right? This is why this journal is very transparent. So it's completely normal. So when you look at data like that, then that can give you a greater understanding of what's going on here, and is it something that's extremely bad? Because when I look at this, it's like, no, I'm nothing to be worried about, right? Slower period, for sure. But what is price doing? If we look at price, has it been a slower period? Yes, it has. Has it been tradable? Yes, it has. Have we been right? Yes. Did we need to make an adaptation? Yes. It was very confusing, because when we took this trade, if you remember, we took this win here. We didn't adapt strategy. We used small stop loss here. This was a small stop loss trade, stop loss below the range here. And it didn't do that second liquidity grab. It did one liquidity grab and then went up. Yesterday, it did this same liquidity grab, went deeper below these lows, then went up. So this confused to think, okay, we don't need to adapt that strategy. Then what happens after? Then we just trade gold here, and then we take a break-even trade that ended up going to TP. Right? Because markets were choppy, so we needed to give it more room. Yesterday we give it room, but not enough. It needs more room. So if we ran stop loss, 30 pip stop loss, that would have been better. That's how the position should have been taken, is we need to adapt. So now the idea is that you change the strategy, not strategy, but you change the entry, right? And the entry model you use is you say, fine, I'm gonna run wide a stop loss because, right? I'm gonna go and run a wider stop loss. Why am I gonna run a wider stop loss? Because then I know, okay, maybe risk to reward, maybe if you close here or something is gonna be a little bit less, but then you avoid having it as a loss at least, right? You avoid having it as a loss. Went through your journal and you didn't count a loss on June 19th, 2023. Is that 4 pip trade? Yeah, that was because if you watch that stream, go back and watch the stream and you'll understand. That was a whole debate. I think the guys in the exclusive group who have been here long enough know about that 4 pip trade. Especially Didier and all of these guys. That was a disaster. Was it a win or loss? No, remember we went mental break even. And then it was -3 pips for me on mental break even. And then I just said, realistically for me, this is break even. And then they're like, no, it's a full loss. I'm like, huh? Is 19 pips? Nah, man. June 19th. Man's just probably trolling again, man. Don't troll. Nah, I'll have to double check it. -3 pips is a full loss. Guys, we're not opening that conversation. I put -5 pips as a full loss. After that day, -1 pip is a loss for YouTube chat. So I'm putting -1 pip as a loss. Can you share some feedback on my question and backtesting? Yeah, just after news. 3 minutes till news, boys. What do we think of news? Up or down? Let's see in YouTube chat. You guys want a poll? Let's put a poll. Also, if you haven't already, can we do the YouTube business? 300 of us in here. Appreciate people. You know? Appreciate people showing up. And let's have a look here. Let's have a look. News up or down? Gbpjpy. News. Up or down? Let's see this poll here. Let's go. Let's go. See if you guys are going to be... People saying going down. One pip is obviously BE. No, but if you say -3 pip is a full loss, then 1 pip will also be a full loss, right? If you're going to treat it like that. You know what I mean? People say going down. See, votes now. 63 votes. 100 votes. People saying up, man. 57% up. 56% up. It's almost 50-50. Guys, don't make it 50-50. That's not fun. That doesn't count. You guys are capping now. I say nothing. Investors shook after this news. I say nothing. Investors shook after this news. Oh, people changing to down. Down is winning now. Down is winning. 120 votes, 100 likes. Ha, I caught you guys. Every time I catch you guys. Every time I catch you guys. %, 53% down. You guys have literally 1 minute. 1 minute to finalize your votes. Let's see, let's see. After this 1 minute close, I'm gonna close the votes. And then if you guys, let's see if you guys can continue the win streak on your voting. How could you have entered the GJ sell dump, or since it was news it's unpredictable? I don't think you can really... I'll have a look now to see if there's a way I could enter, but you know, you have to see it in the moment. You're probably using like a 1 minute strategy here, if anything. Alright, gonna end poll. 55% of people saying down. 55% of people saying down. If a stop loss was hit, it is full loss. If it's managed, it's partial loss. Yes, that's I agree, right? In one trade, like in this trade here, for example, I had like a 20 pip stop loss. I closed it at minus 5 pips. So this is, in terms of percentage wise, this is negative 0.2%. So this is just a partial managed trade. It's very, very small on your P&L. On your P&L, it's very small. It's not going to affect much. To go from a 20 pip SL and manage it at 5 pips, it's very, very small. It's a third, right? So 0.25% you're losing, which is very managed. All right, here we go. News. I don't think much is going to happen, but I could be wrong. Yeah. So you guys said down, and it is going down. It is going down. But like I said right before, I don't expect much to happen, which is kind of true here, unless it just randomly starts dumping at 50 pips. Zero. Let's go have a look what's going on here. 0%. All right, fine. So nothing. Nothing happened in retail sales. No spike up, please. Man FOMO sell. Oh, it's moving down nicely. 15 did get that close below, right? There's your 15 pips. Pretty nice move. Chat is always right. Not bad, not bad. That's why we do it, right? Not bad. 1 point to you. So it was priced in? No, it's just the data is not significant enough to cause any adverse reaction here. We're just seeing it come back as 0. There is this level of support right here, this little 15. I would watch that. Maybe if we get below that, sells could make sense here, especially if we could retest now 500, create lower high, and then we get in. See, this is something you want to do. I know intuitively that this will go down fast right now. However, this is not a setup. What do you think? Where your intuition comes from? That's very risky what you said there. This is how the 5 looks. So wick fill. How long till this 15-minute close? Why not just wait for the 15-minute closing below? Because I feel it's gonna melt? No, you have to stick to your plan. Otherwise you just end up losing now. What if this... Enter it. If it rejects and you lose, what happens? For our wick fill, potentially, you know, normally we see on news moves sometimes 50% of the wick filled, which is going to bring you to 191 if that's a 50% of the wick filled. We just need an entry then. If price does want to sell here, some sort of thunder, something like that. Tradesharpe, you talk too much about pips, about loss, win. Show us some results with real evidence from your account. DM me and I promise I send you. DM me, I'll send you. I say I like to speak through actions, not through words. The whole of Instagram is showing you, look guys, I made 20K this month. Look guys, I made 50K. I'm not about that. I like to keep myself private and just speak through my results. Right? I like to speak through my results because I show up here and live. I get it. If I was on Instagram and I was not live in front of you, I agree. I need to be showing you guys what I do, for sure. But since I show up here live every day, I think that speaks enough. But if it really wants me to prove to you, I can send you in DM. And I do show people. For what? Just capital letters, man. We don't appreciate anyone writing capital letters in chat. Like full spamming capital letters. Like, I'm very transparent that I'm not the biggest trader here. I'm not popping 30, 40, 50 lots. I'm not making 10K per trade. You know? I'm just doing a consistent job and growing. Like, of course, my goal is to get to bigger levels here. But I really think that a 10 lot is not something... Last time I posted on my story, I put a 10 lot. People started making fun of me. I promise you. I sent it to the guys in the exclusive. And for the guys in the exclusive, they know I'm not trying to flex or anything. I share with them P&L. So, Mr. Transparent, what are your pronouns? No, please don't go down that route. Pronouns. Bro, don't let these guys get to you. No, I'm just explaining that it's okay. They can ask these questions, but no need to ask it in an aggressive way. I'm happy to answer it, you know. Don't let you show favor showing up every day. You help me pass my 10K challenge. I'm happy with that, man. I'm happy I could help. Hey Harry, good morning. Hope you're doing well. I risked 0.5 every trade one day. Yesterday post GJ loss. I did a setup on GJ, took imaginary trade, and it played out. So my question is it okay sometimes to go above the daily risk percentage? Yeah, but what's your daily risk percentage? My daily risk percentage is like 3% in a day. If you're risking 0.5 in a trade, you're totally fine. You have so much to play with, right? I'd say allow yourself 2% per day. 2% per day is a safe figure in terms of overall. A win's a win. I'm not too fussed about the typical trader lifestyle. I'm just happy with quiet life and some spare cash. Yeah, I think that's the best way to treat it. I mean, it's going to be individual based, right? What are you happy with? Some people will be very happy with 1K a day. Some people will be very happy with 5K a month. You know, it's, some people that's not enough. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like people, you know, trying to compare like that, because it's individual. Some people are happy if they could just make $250 in the market. People laughing about 10 lots after blowing their accounts can't even trade 0.01 lot. Facts, man. But I promise, last time I posted P&L, I think it's like an $800 trade. They're like, oh man, that's low risk. I'm like, it's a 10 lot. They're like, yeah, I thought it was bigger. Thought you were popping bigger. It's like, that's why I just stopped, man, because I can avoid that. If I just post my winning trade, the main thing people focus on in this game is money. Money, it will not come unless you know how to trade. And I was the same when I started, right? It's like, I made this loss. How do I make back this loss? I need to make $250 a day, blah, 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 blah. The only thing I lacked is the skill. So I had to learn that. Otherwise, I wouldn't earn. Lobster days are plentiful on this channel. The true OG know. Yeah, the true OG know, you know. I told you, bro. Hi, everyone is good on Earth. It would be a better place. Ignore them, bro. That's very true. Look at this rejection, right? That tells me that this zone was relevant here and we can expect to get below to have sells. Man, can you tell me the play already? Too many questions? Yeah, we're just letting price action develop here. Potentially buys could even make sense above this resistance somewhere around here. Above this 15-minute resistance here, we could see buys play out. For sells, it's probably going to be below 279 at this point here, as we're just rejecting. Inside of this range, a little bit tough to trade, especially with this rejection here. It's not the biggest here. 22 pips, pretty big to be honest. But, yeah, that's bigger than I expected. How big is this? Because maybe above here is enough. Yeah, that's 10 pips already. Yeah, maybe we could trade 2 here and see if we can get continuation. But yeah. Do you have pet birds? No, man. I just have a tree next to where I live, so you can hear the birds. But it's nice. Everyone else are gurus, but what we have here is a genie. Not trading today, but wanted to stop by and say I appreciate you and your content. You changed my life. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Glad I could affect your journey and be a part of it. If you don't mind me asking, what's your win rate and percentage? On the bottom of the screen, man. That's the results. Ashish always coming in here. 1 minute Ashish says a good comment. Next minute he's hating. Hating on no facts. $145 likes, come on. Yeah, if you guys enjoying the stream, you can leave a like. 500 of us in here. Am I trading today? Yeah, I plan to if there's a setup here, for sure. I don't mind. I'm not scared to take a setup. I'm just waiting for a setup. Any new video coming this week? Yes, I'm making a video on gold breakout. Gold breakout. Guys, before I forget, we have giveaway, Tradesharpe exclusive. 2 giveaways going on right now. I told you guys that I would do a giveaway. Check this out. Alright? Let's have a look here. Boom. You have to press participate here. Participate if you want to enter the giveaway. Here's the giveaway. Add everyone. No one knows, you see? So in the Tradesharpe Discord, guys. That one is also in the description if you have not joined. But right now, you can press participate. Ends in 15 minutes. So go press participate. Enter the giveaway. And good luck. 1 spot to Tradesharpe exclusive. Also, I'm running another giveaway on my Instagram story, right? So I'm doing both on Instagram and on Discord in case some people don't have Discord. So follow me on Instagram and you have another chance. Very easy to enter. And all you have to do is press here and then go and check the rule. It's just you have to type something in the comment box and I'm going to choose someone. So that's my Instagram. You can go, make sure you're following. That's all you have to do. Leave a follow and then enter the giveaway. Bro, please do giveaway for only exclusive. Yes, we will. But actually, the last 2 giveaways, only the exclusives have won. Really. Is your electricity up? Yes, it came back around 1:30 yesterday. 1:30 I got my electricity back, and damn, it was a privilege. I was feeling so like, you feel really crap when it's just hot and stuffy. Not going too bad with that rain. Yeah, I lost electricity. I still managed to stream and everything. Can we do a month worth of Pip Labs rather than exclusive? If you win, yeah, you can have a choice between 2. You can have a choice between the 2. I don't mind that, for sure. So look. Watch this. Yeah, but if you measure it, the ranges are pretty big today. It's not like before. We have pretty good ranges. That's like already 9 pips. You should have took a kayak out for a ride. Yeah, I don't have a kayak, man. Yeah, nice rejection, right? Remember we marked out this level and said that let's see what happens here. It's just you get a few candles. I mean, if let's say we get a nice close above here and we can trade 2 here, we go hard break even there, right? And if it comes taps break even, we leave it. If not, we try get above, but then remember we're getting hard rejection also from the 500 level. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Right? Same thing here. We got hard rejection first from the key levels here. So if we tap into this key level again, it says verify phone. Yeah, it's to stop scammers, right? It's to stop scammers. I have to have verify phone number. Harry, grow a beard, it will suit you? No. Also, if you can't join the one on Discord, that is the one that's why I'm doing it also on Instagram. So just join the one on Instagram. Yeah, I'll post the Instagram. You can go follow it and join the giveaway on Instagram. It's just on my story. It literally takes 10 seconds to enter. 10 seconds to enter, and you can be part of it. I can even pin this message so you can find it. 10 seconds to enter the giveaway. Let me write actually. There we go. Shouldn't we switch our focus? Yeah, but that was all false news. It was FUD. They said like you can even go and check Financial Juice, you'll probably find out. Have concluded, and Israel must be compelled to stop any further interests. There's like nothing actually happens, right? Denies attack. Look. Denies attack. Oil would have went crazy. Oh, damn. Yeah. Gold is consolidating now, you see? Consolidating based on it being fake news. How you doing, man? Oh, good, man. Hi, Harry the champion? No champion, just a normal person. Where do I get my news info from? I use two sites. I use Forex Factory and I use Financial Juice. Wonder if there'll be a time where the market could just be immune to such use, like no reaction. I doubt it. I don't think so. 191,562. Are you looking below there now? Not 62. The thing is, we have this long rejection wick giving us a rejection from these lows here. So we probably just want to get below 279, to be honest. Can you show the filters you use on Financial Juice? I don't use any filters. What platform? This is called Tradingview, brother. You can check it out. Can you explain valid wick fills? Mostly happens on gold here, but a wick fill, like the rules of a wick fill, is it shouldn't tap a level and reject something. It shouldn't be rejecting something, because then you can expect it to be filled. But here in this example, this would be a bad wick fill because we've tapped a level. So this is 50-50, because this could be a rejection or we could fill it. We don't know because it's tapping a level. But if this tap nothing, there's a higher chance we fill it, because then it ends up being you know, something that is like a target. How do you bump into Harry if you never bumped into what Tradingview is? YouTube algo probably recommends from maybe like a crypto channel. Even with crypto, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Hi, do you know why Gbpjpy value on dollar is decreasing? In 2021, GJ was $82 per lot. Pip value was $82 per lot. It wouldn't be $82 per lot. I think you mean $8.2 per lot. Then decreased to 7.8 and 7.7, and now 10 pips is 6.6 pips. Yeah, it's because as prices get higher, you need to see how it's calculated, right? You need to see how it's calculated as well. But as the GBP price gets higher, actually, let me show you the calculation here. It's in caps. Yeah, this one here, right? So this is how it's calculated, right? It's calculated against what? It's calculated against the exchange rate, right? Which is the rate of what? Right? Of the asset. So when this price fluctuates, obviously it's going to impact how much your pip value is worth here. Right? Now, obviously you don't divide by 0.001 because we're trading the JPY. So it's going to be a little bit different here, right? So look here, here's your calculation, right? Euro JPY quoted as 132.62. 1 pip is 1 divided by 100. Why 100? Because we're dealing with 3 numbers. Same with GBP JPY, we're dealing with 3 numbers. 191. right? And then after that, that's why you do it 1 divided by 100, then you divide it by the asset price. So as the asset price comes higher, this number will start to get smaller and the pip value will be worth less. So back when GJ was lower prices, we used to get a lot more for what we, you know, when I was trading GJ, I'd be paid a lot more. I mean, I was trading GJ at the 135s, 138s, which is nuts, bro. I can't even zoom that far out, you know? Like down here, GJ was completely different. Even the pip size move was completely different. Price of GJ 140 back then? Yeah, exactly, disturbed. It's different, you know? It's different. Bayern or Madrid winning? I don't watch football. I don't watch football. What lot size would you recommend on a 10K account? Now, this is a question that is a very big problem in this industry. Anytime someone asks me this question, I can almost guarantee you're probably not going to make any money. There's no such thing as one set lot size. Otherwise, you wouldn't make, because there are some days, right? There are some days where we have smaller stop losses and some days we have bigger. Look at this. For example, 18 pips. Sometimes stop loss, you know, small as 13 pips. Sometimes stop loss 16, 12 pips. It depends on the size of the stop loss. Obviously, with an 18 pips stop loss, you'll be using a smaller lot size than you will be with a 12 pip stop loss. So it depends on what size of stop loss you're using. Is 2% risk good for a $500, $1,000? Yeah, 2% risk is okay, but the problem with a 2% risk is if you're a complete beginner, that will add up pretty quick. No, Antonio, that's too complicated. If they can't understand what size to use, then no. Can I use 0.05 on a 10K account? That's too little, man. You can use a lot more. It's too small for a 10K account, like literally. It's not just the basic, yeah, but I mean, if people are not understanding how to calculate lots, they can't trade overall. 0.05 is nothing, man. I use one lots most of the time, 10K. Yeah, that would be around it. Depends. If you had like a 20 pip stop, maybe you're looking around 0.5 lot or something like that. But most of the time, you know, one lot is okay on a 10K. I use $0.2 on a 10K account. I use $2 on a 10K account. Yeah, it's very safe, man. Very safe, very safe. I backtest the 20 EMA strategy, result 75% win rate. Is it good or bad? Yeah, it's obviously good, right? 0.6 on a 50k. It depends, guys. Like I said, that's small, man. What about fixed lots? Yeah, that's the approach I kind of use, is fixed lots. So I have like 3 lot sizes I use for different size stop losses, because I know my average stop loss. What are your thoughts on cloud seeding given Dubai's current situation? It's not cloud seeding. I can assure you that. I live here. I went through it. It's not cloud seeding. You can't send planes up in those weather conditions. We simply had, right? We simply had hot, warm air, and people who live here can tell you that it was humid in the last few days, right? We had hot, warm air, right, that was lingering coming down from the Persian Gulf, and then we had from the Indian Ocean, Oman, cold air, which created a low pressure system that created heavy rains. All right, guys, let's see the giveaway. Who's the winner of the giveaway here, guys? Let's have a look. Congrats, Oleg. Congrats. I'm gonna DM you after stream. I'm gonna DM you after stream and tell you how to get into it. Later today, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to enter on Instagram. Later today, I will pick a winner for the Instagram giveaway. So make sure you're following. And then probably this weekend we'll do something in the TS exclusive group or something. After 2 months on funded challenge, I was 1% away from passing it. Now you're back down 9.5. So frustrated, bro. Well, what happened? What happened? That's the main thing. What happened? Did you start to get emotional? Did you start rushing into trades? Was your house affected? I lost power. I lost power for basically 2 nights, almost 2 days. That's what happened. And then the whole roads were flooded. Yesterday I went out and it took me like 30 minutes extra to get home because of flooded roads. Like even my my Nissan Patrol, it's too deep for it. I don't want to risk it though, because I spent good money on that car and I don't want to risk it. I mean, literally the water's around waist height, waist to rib cage height. And that car is more of like a turbo-based car, not a car that you want to go. But literally the road that I need to pass, it was like literally waist height the water there. Like a Jeep was going through next to me and it was going over his bonnet. But the roads are a mess, man. They're an absolute mess. Like the people are just lost. It looks like if you guys have to see it in real life. You guys have to see it in real life. It's insane. In real life, it's like post-apocalyptic. Like there's cars left, right, all scattered. There's abandoned cars everywhere. Everywhere there's abandoned cars. Are you not nervous of a hurricane in Dubai? It's very rare to have that type of system to develop here. It's like fallout with water. It's just weird to just see cars like thrown on the road like toys, you know? There's a video where people took seconds to make a decision and he finally crossed the flood in his $1 million Pagani. Yeah, I saw that video. That guy's just stupid. If he's watching Tradesharpe stream, hit me up, bro. I'll take your Pagani from you if you don't wanna drive it, bro. Like literally, I don't mind, bro. You know, I'll do you a favor. I'll do you a favor, and you can give me your Pagani, because if that's your cheap car in your fleet, then damn, bro. God bless you, man. I mean, you're doing well. I'll tell you that much. If like, oh, it's raining today. Shit, there must be floods on the road. I must take my cheap car out today. Starts the Pagani. Shit, man. It's like, okay, you know, that will be fine, no problem. Just the Pagani. Shouldn't be any issues. Bro, if I was driving a Pagani and I saw rain like that, I'm calling a recovery truck and I'm telling them, listen, it's rain, there's a flood in front of me, I'm gonna park at the side of the road and I'm calling a recovery truck. Say, take my car back home. No way am I going to. Even if the recovery truck gets stuck in the water, at least my Pagani will be on top of it. If you ever want to plan to visit India, you're most welcome at my place. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. But I remember like 10 minutes ago, you hating, saying that it's not profitable. Oh, what's this, man? Now you're saying I'm welcome to your place? Mubashir for the rescue. Last time it rained and I had to take my car. I called him and he's like, oh, too much rain, extra 50 dirhams. I told him last time you tried to charge more. Take it. Mubashir. Man, I need to call him. He'll be busy now. Oh my god, stop asking about gold. It moved like 8 pips. Yeah, I don't know, man. Need to wait for closes. Guys, you know I'm watching the time. Like, I don't make a decision randomly. I need to see candles closing. So when I see candles close, I can check things. I'll Jenny about your journal, man. No hard feelings. You're the best. We'll go check it. It's in profit, bro. It's in profit. Come on. Heli pick up for the Pagani? Like, yeah, seriously, man. It's a Pagani. Can I see the giveaway winner? Yes, it will tag the person who is the giveaway. This is the giveaway winner. This guy, Oleg. If he doesn't claim it, he's been in the server since January 2024. He started early, so that's cool. If he doesn't claim it, then I'll redraw. But you guys can enter on Instagram next. That's the next one. I promised the giveaway. We'll be doing more anyways, don't worry. Harry, I have $10 for trading. When people say I have 10k, I'm so fucking poor. No, but you're rich in the heart, right? The skill, no matter you have $10,000 or $10, you have to learn the skill anyway. So if you plan to grind, right, and you plan to earn more money in the future, right, you're gonna have the skill no matter if you learned on $10. Now, I don't recommend people to trade if they're broke. If you're broke, don't trade. Don't put money in the market. Put like, yeah, $10, no problem to learn, but don't be saying I'm gonna become a trader. You can't become a trader if you're broke. You have to earn money. You have to have backups. You have to have savings. It's very important. General life. Imagine you went to start a business. You wouldn't go and start a business with no money. You can't. You need investors. You need people to help you. Right? And if you fail, then you're going to end up broke. And there's no such thing as an LLC, right? There's no such thing as an LLC in trading. Right? You are liable. You are liable for the money you lose. It's not like you can start a business and not hold liability if the business goes, you know. I just want a lifetime in the exclusive group. That's all I want. I mean, join it for a month. It's very cheap for a month. $1 per day. Join it for a month and see if you really like it, you know. Like, no need to pay for a lifetime up front. Because I don't even know how much I would charge for lifetime subscription. Like, how do you even put a number on that? I don't know. Good day, beautiful man. Sorry I'm late. I had to get plates for the patrol. Time to run amok. Nice. I need that. What do you need? Alright, so we created high, low here. Trying to get back above the range. 5 minutes for this 15. Lifetime? Yeah, but how much do you charge for lifetime? Like, you know? I can't. We have payment restrictions. I mean, you could always DM me. We can sort something out on PayPal or something. Yearly would be more reasonable. We have a yearly. It gives you 3 months free. Yearly gives you 3 months free. Because that's the only thing that I think makes sense. I don't want to lock people in lifetime. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't agree with it. Sorry. I know it's very popular in the industry. I mean, it would make money quick, right? If you lock people in for a lifetime, but it's not how I run. It's not how I run. It's why I made this monthly. You know, people they don't want to stay, they can, that's it. You know? They can leave. They're not locked into anything, which is exactly how I want it, you know? How do you know when you will have more spots available for your TS program? Not sure, but you can always just leave an email there. And then when it opens, you can be considered, right? When is the Instagram giveaway? Probably I'll do it later on today. What's the reason of this fall during Asia session? This was caused by the tensions in Middle East. We had a bit of tensions in Middle East, caused this dump down here. 3 minutes for this candle to close above. How's 5 minute looking? I would like to see a close above and a 5 minute thunderstorm, because that's what I've noticed we have been lacking, right? Like look at like yesterday as well, there's no 5 minute thunder. It failed, right? So if we can get the 5 minute thunder, I think that would be very confidence inducing here. Stops are pretty big as well. 30 plus pip stops. Let's see the size of the bottom wick. If we get fat bottom wick down here, then I'm pretty tempted to go on the flip. Yeah, 29 pips. Yeah, we don't even have 29 pips to the top of the range. So it will be negative risk to reward on that. Yesterday's trade? Yeah, but remember yesterday's trade was more like we were trying, I just needed to run bigger stops, man. The idea was perfect. This is different. We're dealing with different market conditions. No scalps are working with small stop loss. If you remember 3-4 months ago, we were running stop loss below previous 15-minute candles. You can't do that anymore. Now you're running only below structure. Like now, after that move happened, look, the only way you can enter is 11 pips above. Like 11 pips above is too late now. You missed the move. So that's why we were going with that approach, just to enter on price based on price breaking out and then expecting it to continue during the day. But I really didn't expect it to need to go deeper than this area here, you know. But it did. It did. Quite a deep close here, quite a deep close. I don't think this risk to reward is worth it here. 34 pip stops for 21 pip target, max target. Break even is around 5 pips away here. I would love to have a smaller stop loss in this instance, which makes me believe that we could even wait for the 30-minute close here. And depending on how the 30-minute closes here, we could have a look. Man, not even giving us the 15-minute close. Yeah, this is too deep for, you know, to get a profitable risk to reward here, I feel. 37 pips here for 18 pips. I mean, if you want to run negative, then yeah. Sure, but score would be even lower. Yeah, but this sheet doesn't consider market condition, market dynamic change, right? You literally running bigger SL would adapt to the market dynamic. This is a massive market dynamic we've seen change. It's happened every single SL has been because of that same reason. I'm sitting out on this one. Will be interesting to see a double liquidity again. Yeah, I think just based on the risk to reward here, I don't like it. I don't like going and holding 37 pip stop here. Even if we get, you know, 10, 12 pips here, I don't know if it's worth holding that, especially with the way that my, you know, week is at the moment. I don't think I could just sit here and comfortably hold 37 pip stop, take full SL. If I take full SL 37 pip, because I'll have to risk more than I make here. So to take full SL on that is pretty harsh. It's pretty harsh. Even though you don't expect it to happen, but you know what we've seen. So let's see if we get 5-minute structure. Then we can at least put stops below 5-minute structure to continue bullish here. I mean, if you want to run it, you can, but it's gonna suck if that hits SL, you know, but I mean, you could get 18 quick little 18, 19 pips out of this. Could be quite nice, right? But quite nice is not gonna pay us, right? We need something that's gonna work long term. So I can't just sit here and say I'm going to risk 37 pips to make 18 pips if we get up there, right? With no 5-minute structure for management. You can't manage this trade. Your stop loss is below the 5-minute structure. It has to hit SL. Like literally, that's where your stops are gonna be, below this 5-minute structure here. You have these levels to protect you, but you're not wrong till it breaks that, to be honest. So you could get this, it does this, right? You know, respects this, then ends up going up. But if you put your stop loss anywhere else, you're going to be stopped out here. But let's say we get this dip down, retest into this zone, then we can buy and put stop loss here. Now stop loss will maybe be like 15 pips. And we can target back to this level here. Trade this LTA. Also, by then maybe you have the 30-minute close. 30-minute close will be a lot more confidence inducing. Why are you worried about the SL when you're on the correct side of the market unless you aren't sure? Well, today is not a clear bias. We're not trending. We're just bouncing from the bottom of the range after a very heavy news move here, right? 4 hour could just be making a top wick to flip and end up continuing more bearish here. We don't know. It could retest 192 and end up flipping. It's not like we're clear. Daily, you know, daily here could reject the top of the range yet again, right? We're just sitting inside of this range, so that's not clear. The second reason here is that based on my week here, if I take in like 5 trades this week, 4 trades this week, and I'm up maybe 50 pips for this week, 60 pips for this week, yeah, I can give this an option here. You know, I can give this an option, no problem. So it's just based on your week is how you develop different things here. I took a trade, I added a lobster emoji, it hit TP. As soon as I removed the lobster, it went the opposite direction. Yeah, the lobster can come in clutch sometimes. No, we are rejecting from a bank zone, not on a bullish pair. True, but that doesn't mean that you disregard having a good stop loss, right? We don't have target. That's my point. Yesterday we had target. Even if I ran wide stop loss, I would have got a 1-to-1. You see? Look. 27 pips, wide stop loss, 24 pips. 24 pips for 27. Today, you're running 37 pips for 18 pips max target here. It's lucky if you get the continuation past. We have to be realistic. We have to trade what's in front of us. Plus, your break-even zone, like we discussed, was going to be the wick anyways. So now you would have just been tapped break-even for all of that bullshit. And then you give back some commission. Can't take too many break-evens, you know, as well. Break-even is good, but you can't take like 5 break-evens in a row. It starts to add up. I mean, it's better than losses for sure, but if we can avoid a break-even, I'll avoid it. Like drop. No, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate you supporting the stream and leaving a like. Appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. Hope you're finding it valuable. Always we have good discussion here, adapting with the times. If you guys did not hear me say, I would like to repeat myself. Yesterday's trade, if you guys remember yesterday's trade, who remembers yesterday's trade? We did end up hitting TP on yesterday's trade. But what have we noticed in the market? We have noticed that price is doing an extra liquidity grab here, which we need to start accounting for in the future. So even though we're adjusting SL, right, to make that better for the future, we're not changing strategy because analysis is correct. We're just making this an intraday trade. Because if you look at before, we used to trade volume moves, right? Point to point as quick as possible. Yesterday's trade plays out, but what happens? It takes how long? It takes 5 hours. It takes 5 hours to play out, right? So if we know it's taking 5 hours to play out, we need to give it room. Now, if we go back and see, right, same thing happened here again. Went for 4th deep liquidity grab, then played out. Stopped out by 0.2 pips. 2nd liquidity grab. All right, this is a trend. Anything else we have not lost. Lost is not a word. So this is telling me that you're better off running the wider stops, right, and allowing the idea to play out over time, instead of just not taking the idea or to try keep the small stops again. Because at least then you don't lose, right? So that's why that can help there. I'd love to see this 5-minute crate structure right now. Close bearish here would be great. If this 15-minute can close slightly bearish as well in 7 minutes, we'd have a setup 3. I'm not sure how too comfortable I am with this level here. These levels being pretty important. Just how this level was important down here, this level up here might be important as well. So if this closes setup 3, yes, probably aggressive break even here, but you'd expect the volume just to give you a straight rip. Expect a straight rip. How come we take into consideration about high time frame target? I feel SL was not the problem then. What do you mean by that? I don't see high time frame target being hit on that. I see us being in the range. We're in the middle of the range. We trade from the middle to the top of the range. That's your target, new target. Because we tap target towards the bottom. This is a difference between trending and ranging move, right? Because target yesterday, the day before, was hit towards the bottom as well. If we didn't hit target towards the bottom, then that might have been something like this. We try buy here, it fails, and then goes hit target bottom. But now that we've hit target at bottom, we're working our way towards the top. We hit target at top, we work our way towards the bottom. So that's just a range, and that's how ranges work, right? From top to bottom, bottom to top. And that's why that idea, how that idea plays out, because we're bouncing off the bottom of the range. Give me a sec, guys. Go toilet, come back. This is what I see. Yeah, but you're looking at the wrong thing. You're looking at the wrong thing. You're focusing on intraday levels when every single time the analysis has played out. So when are you going to enter then? If target is tapped, when are you going to enter? Because then there's no entry. Like, you can't trade it then. Right? So you can't focus. You have to understand that we have not been wrong. Analysis has been, so you're focusing on the wrong thing. Analysis has not been wrong. Price is played out every single time. Remember your January? Yeah, but there was simply no entries. These are entries. These are valid, bro. These are valid. You have room. It plays out. This is a 30 pip move. You just have to adapt to the time and run wide ISL. That's it. It's an adaptation. Here, price is pulling up. We didn't get that 5 minute. I just wanted a nice little 5 minute thunderstorm here to give me stop loss. Now, don't feel FOMO about this move, because remember, you would have to have wide stop loss here anyways. So 7 pips here is not going to pay you too much. Not going to pay you too much. You would have been up 30 pips already? Well, I'm not, right? Because it doesn't follow my plan. Maybe you have a trade that follows your plan, and great. Then that means today you're making profits. But there are days where trades follow my plan and I also make profits. There's also trades that follow your plan and you lose. There's also trades that follow my plan and I lose. It's just how trading works, brother. And that's why, as long me and you are both looking at buys, right? We're both looking at the same direction. We're on the same page. We can't judge. It's exactly how the markets work, and that's exactly how you should be. And if you don't like the way I trade, then obviously you're not going to you're not going to care, right? You're not going to care if you don't like the way I trade. Bro, price is a locomotive. If you're on the right side, it basically, you don't have to worry about SL. I said that yesterday. I was on the right side, but still, it pulls back first. It's 192 became a problem already here. So I'm feeling above 192 will be your scalp position here. If we can get above 192, we maybe get a quick volume push. Quick volume push. About, 9, 10, 12 pips here maybe. One hour closing in 1 minute here, 15 closing 1 minute. Not the best 15-minute close, right? Closing with a bit of rejection here. Let's see how it closes in 1 minute. I don't lose. I always close my eyes before hitting stop loss. Pretend it didn't happen. That's good. I love how you trade. I actually think we can learn a lot from one another. I know some things you don't. Very fair enough. I'm open. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to trade what I backtested, right? What I backtested, what I know works, that I've been through a lot of it, And I know about your discount zones. I know about all of those discount zones. I know about that fair value gap that you've tapped. I know how you've drived into this liquidity zone here. Here's your fair value gap being tapped here, and now you have grabbed liquidity towards the upside. I used to trade all of that stuff, but there's a reason I stopped. It's actually a nice 15-minute close for continuation here if people are holding the trade. Actually, no, it's rejecting last second. Typical GJ. Damn. All right. That's the London Open we wanted yesterday. That's the London Open we wanted yesterday. Where's our London Open like that? Be careful, guys. No bottom wick. If you're in buy positions here, just be careful that this might flip at some point. But knowing that I'm not in the trade, it won't flip. 100%. It will go up maybe 50 pips here before flipping. Tradesharpe, would you say you're more of a technical trader than a fundamental trader? Yeah, I think fundamentals are a big side of my trading in terms of you know, understanding of the charts. But in terms of technicals, all my trades are based off technicals. That's my entry trigger and everything. Of course, it pushes after my spreads got you stopped at B, or you moved B at 500. I don't think long term that's a bad idea, man. I won't beat yourself up moving a B at 500. Really, I won't. I think that was sensible. Long term, definitely sensible. You know, but if you're running the wide stops that we talked about, then you have a lot of room to manage. So that could be, you know, especially once you got that close above here, you can start to say, fine, anything close back in the range here I can manage. I mean, if you get unlucky and get an FU candle, then you can look at like maybe 20 pips instead of 36 pips. But overall, when you look at it both ways like that, it's fine. To be honest, I think I'm done for the day, as it's Friday with the Iran war and gold too. I will crawl up at you and wait till Monday. Yeah, pretty good decision. Save your profits. Don't do anything silly, right? You took anything today? Rapid question, which indicator do you hate people boasting the most about? I don't know, probably RSI. Fibonacci, I don't think Fibonacci is an indicator. I think it's a tool. BTC is wild now? Yeah, BTC is moving. Oh yeah, it just pumped up to 64. That's pretty nuts. Gold must be pumping as well. See if any news is coming out here, guys. No news. Oh yeah. I've seen our reaction. There's no plan for immediate retaliation, but there's no clarification who's behind the incidents. Okay. Gold needs to clear this resistance to go up. Harry, putting stop loss below 1 minute structure is good? No, it's not. It's not the best. Call of the day, Friday. Let's go play CS knife only. What region you in? Not knife only. Come rifle, bro. You scared to play rifle against me? Come on. Man wants to play knife only. Scared. Could be Antonio by mistake launching a missile for being pissed off. Let's go CS2 private session. You guys are playing with fire, I tell you that much. Playing with fire. All level 1 bots. Level 1 bots. Alright, we got a wick. We got a wick. So that ended up happening here. The wick did happen. How much was that push? Let's have a look. 12 pips. Yeah, not the best. Nothing too juicy. Hopefully 5 is not closing above, yeah, 92. Good. Now what we need to see is this. You see this and a 5-minute get back above 192, I think you can get to here at least as a scalp. This is boring. Tell me about it. This week has been pretty boring, guys. This week has been very eventful. I mean, I've had, it's been very tough. It's been, had no power for 2 days, and all the floods were happening, and, we were outside pulling people out of the water, pushing vans and stuff like that, and running Zoom calls same time. But I'll be happy for next week to come around so we can start killing it. I know how this thing works long term, People you'll have, times where, especially if you're not losing money, yeah, I think it's more fun to lose money, but I don't agree with that personally. But it's just how trading works, All I know is I'm preserving as much money as I can as possible right now. That's it. And if it's too boring to withstand these times, then what are you going to do when it happens again? Because I can assure you this is not the first time that it's going to happen. It's not the first time. Are you still good for the week? Maybe I'm minus 2 pips for the week. I would be up if I held that trade. Another storm, I can't even speak. Expected next week in Dubai? I don't think it will be the same intensity, but who knows. Whenever I challenge pro tennis player, they get scared and change subject. This is how I know Harry sucks at CS. It's not the thing. I'm telling them, come challenge me. They're the one who asked. New subscriber, I appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. If you guys haven't subscribed, consider leaving a subscription. Definitely would appreciate it. This week video coming out is going to be about gold breakout strategy. Gold breakout strategy. Is there a reason you only trade GJ? I think GJ is a good pair during London. I like GJ during London. I trade gold in NY, but only if we're having breakout moves is what I prefer to take on gold. I just can't wait to have the times where back to back we're getting everyday volume. Whenever we go through this phase in GJ, the next phase is normally followed by some sort of distribution. This is more like the manipulation phase, and then we see the distribution phase. Like, these are extremely difficult market conditions to predict, right? When we accommodate for the pullback, it pulls back very heavy. When there's no pullback, then when we don't wait for it, there's no pullback. And this is what's making it difficult, right? But anyways, today was not, risk to reward wise, was not ideal, right? It was not ideal. Did get your 20 pip move though. Maybe worth. Do you usually aim to 1-to-1 RR? Yes. If I've had a good week and the week is going good and I have profits I can risk, then I don't mind going negative RR because it's worth it. But if you're not in that position, then you have to play it a little bit more conservative, I feel. I feel it would make sense to play it a little bit more conservative and not risk losing 37, 38 pips. Like, this is the exact push I wanted through that level we had yesterday. You see this push? I want you guys to study this push we had. We expect reaction, but not rejection. You see, that's the push you want. But yesterday we even had the nice stop loss, tighter stop losses, but it was too tight, I guess. Today we don't really have. How big was 30 minute? Maybe 30 minutes could have been an option here. Still 44 pips. 44 pips, 12 pip target. No, I don't think that would work. Let me just see where you can put stops. Yeah, no 5-minute pullback. That's what we really wanted here. How can I turn my $10 into 100K in 1 month? Tell me, Harry, if you're a really good trader. That will not make me a good trader, brother. Trust me. Bro, I think that after this big move down, the probabilities that London Open we will see a push is bigger than yesterday. What do you think? I think London Open that we see a move is better than yesterday. But we don't know, right? What if it started ranging and then we would have said, you would have typed in chat, bro, I think after a big move down, we're not seeing the push because it happened. You know, it's just extremely hard. Like, I think today the only option was that with the 37 pip stops. I don't see another way. Like, you have to take the negative risk to reward. And to be honest, with how risk adverse I think I would have been going, I probably would have braked even at 500 at 192, and that pullback there probably would have tapped. And that's what I was saying. If you're happy to go with that negative risk to reward, yeah, you'll get 20 pips out of it. But you have to run the 37 pips. If you held and didn't go break even. London at 12 Loon? No, London is at 11 my time. I think my clock is here. I don't know if I'm pointing the right way. Let me see. Yeah. I have to point opposite. My clock is actually here, but I have to point here on YouTube for it to show there. What is gold trying to do here, boys? Like to see it break this high first, yeah, then close with a wick. No, wait. This is where closes save you, right? This is where closes save you. Not closing above, huh? How did GJ do? How can I send you Tradingview ID for advice? Just post it in the Discord is a lot better, man. A lot better to just post it in the Discord. I'll get to it. Oof. Can you imagine that's 40 pips, boys? A close above would made gold valid? Yes, correct, JT. Lots of resistance above on gold? Yeah, your next resistance 95, otherwise you're very clean actually, you're very clean. Two big clean candles here. No liquidity grab? This would be the liquidity grab down here. This is one big liquidity grab. When you're dealing with such big ranges here, a small move can really pay you off, right? Let's say you were to close above here on gold, that wick fill already there is 7 pips. To this level here is already 20 pips. You just get maybe up to here, you know, 24 pips or something. And it might do another liquidity grab here, which would be nice. But if we can close above here, I think maybe that would be your option to 95. Like, the only thing that looks good here is if you were to leave stop loss like just back inside the range here. But then we get punished for that. That's your entry candle, goes in drawdown, goes up, taps 500, comes back to entry. Yeah, definitely break even actually. Yeah, not 500, 192 I would have breaked even, just based on what we saw yesterday. Yeah, probably. See, where's more buys? I mean, 1 hour still looks good, right? 1 hour has range till... 1 hour still has range above here, about 12 pip range above here. 30-minute is kind of at resistance. 15, we know what 15 is doing right now. Gold pulling back. One minute perfectly respected that zone. That's why I dropped to 1 minute here. I was going to see if we can get a tight entry here. Bro, is the whole of Dubai flooded? Yeah, basically. Some areas worse than others, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Praying everyone's safe. Yeah, some people, I think the biggest loss was, you know, losing their cars and their houses. Actually, not the cars, the houses. Some people, the whole houses is flooded. There's a neighborhood, basically not on the outskirts, but you know, a little bit on the outside, called Mudon, M-U-D-O-N. Their houses literally got fully flooded. We're talking about chest height deep, you know. GJ going to 195.5. I think 194 again is going to be the big number we need to watch first. 194 before even considering 195. Yeah, Miara 2 was also flooded. Water almost covering the stairs. Damn, that's pretty harsh. Not even maybe. It is a maybe. You can't be 100% certain about anything. Even Arabian Ranches too? Yeah. But the good thing is Dubai government has done, yeah, the Dubai government's always on point, you know. This is obviously something outside their control. They can only control what they do after, but they're always on point, you know. As fast as possible, they will get things back to normal and, you know, deploy as much aid as possible, you know, which they have. You know, you see them on the road. You see them on the road. Alright, do you set up to sell in 15-minute, 1 hour? Looks like it's going to flip liquidity top. Only thing I don't like, 4 hour rejection from the bottom. Can have a quick look here. Set up 2 for sell. Well, it looks very bullish here on this move here. Looks very, very bullish momentum here. You'll be fighting a lot of momentum. I don't like the 4 hour. Yeah, the 4 hour rejection is not good here. 1 hour close bullish, man. You don't want to fight 1 hour candle close here. No, I don't think that would be a good idea for setup to sell. If anything, looking for supports for buys. Supports for buys would be better. Well, looks like small stops would have worked on GJ. Yeah, but you couldn't say that yesterday, right? So you can't go ahead with that. You can't go ahead with that. Like, where are you going to put your small stops? There's no 5-minute structure, which is what we were waiting for. We were waiting for 5-minute structure. Here's 5-minute structure, obviously a lot higher than the original entry, but now you don't have the close. It's just a mess. It's going up. There's no doubt it's going up, but I'm not just going to gamble on it going up and not have a good place to put stop loss. Like, if I just want to be hype on stream, if you guys want me to be hype on stream, I literally can just put a buy position anywhere, like here, and just say, like, you know, just put a buy position like this if we want stream hype. But this is not the way I trade. And just say, you know, stop something down here like this, and then just put a big target, and TP1 would have been hit already. But that's not the way I trade, so I'm not gonna share that. But if I want it to be a stream that is very hyped and you guys always get positions, you know, and make money that you think you're making money but you're not, then I could do something like this, you know, where I just put it below the range always, because it's pretty easy to understand where price is gonna go. But the day that it comes below the range, it's gonna be shitty. It's gonna hit very hard. It's just not the way I trade though. Go to minute 1. I don't trade using minute 1. You know, minute 1 can be, look at this example here yesterday, how much structure you have. Look what minute 1 does. Doesn't respect any of that structure. Close above, bye bye. No respect, no respect, no respect, no respect. Even minute 1 here, where you enter. Gold here, I was even actually waiting for this 5-minute close below, and I was thinking maybe we can take counter trend sells. I was really thinking about that. Above this 5-minute structure here, just get down to this wick. It's 20 pips, but I didn't get the 5-minute close, because the 5-minute close was a 15-minute close. So we'd have 15-minute setup number 4, fake out back in the range, right? Then we would have 30-minute closing bearish, and we'd have 5-minute what change of structure here. 5-minute change of structure and 30-minute closing bearish, 15-minute closing bearish after liquidity grab towards the upside. I thought that could be a great idea to at least try get somewhere around here, move break even and see what happens. But if it's not going to give me a setup, then what can I do? This Nightbot posts way too much in the chat, bro. It's supposed to post once every 40 minutes. It's spamming us. It's worse than people who come and spam in the chat, bro. This Nightbot is nuts. It's bro, it's nuts. It spammed 1, 2, 3, 4 messages. Really? The same link. It's posting the same link 4 times. Tradesharpe exclusive. We get it, bot. We get it. Stop trying to shill the link. Shit, man. How many times you need to spam Tradesharpe exclusive? Okay, once an hour is fine, just so people can find the link. But damn, 4 in a row. Ban it. I'm gonna fix it now after stream. It's annoying me. Because I read chat, right? And then I just see Nightbot. You know? Works. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do, boys? What I'm gonna do before I do anything stupid here, or I try force something end of the week here, I'm gonna come in fresh next week. I will look at NY because, I don't know, I'm a trader and that's how I have to work, just in case there's something really crazy that I can't have to take. But my plan is here. This week was a little bit messy, right? We've had choppy price action from the beginning of the week. Then midweek, obviously we didn't have stream during midweek. A lot of flooding happening, right? And then I was just not in the right place. I was super tired. I was hot. I've had 2 nights of not real good sleep because of being hot. It's very hard to sleep in the heat, or when you're not used to it, right? And then it's just been a little bit busy. So I think it's best that what I'm gonna do, come in fresh before I do anything stupid here. I think overall price action has been choppy this week. If I look back at the trades we've taken, I don't think it's been that bad. It's not been, obviously we've had break evens, which would have been nice if we had those as wins, but we can't change that what's happened. Yesterday obviously would have been nicer if we had bigger stops. The good thing is everything I've done has been right. It's just a matter of adjusting where stop loss is gonna go and stuff like that. So with that information, I can digest that over the weekend and make sure to come in locked in by Monday and really smash these markets when they start moving. And this is how it works, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna let any of this phase me, of course. It's not been a bad week, but nor has it been a good week, and that matters for me because of course I want to be a top performer. I'm very competitive, so I always want to be a top performer, and that's how it is for me. So for me, what really pissed me off was yesterday's trade, because this should have been a win, right? And I should have just, yesterday I was very tempted during the trade to drag my stop loss here, but honestly I would be increasing risk by another, maybe, you know, how much pips? I would have increased risk by like another 7 pips here. I was very tempted to do it for 7 pips more, but I think that's a bad practice long term, and I kept very disciplined. It would have paid off yesterday, but who knows long term if that would have paid off, because if I got hit with extra 7 pips, now I've just lost unnecessary amount of money. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? So again, you know, I can look back at that, and this is the whole thing of me trading live, is so you guys get a full picture. I don't care what you see on the internet. You can go try all of these different places, watch all different people, and you'll find the same thing who know how to trade. It's a very journey that works like this, and we love it, and that's why we're here every day. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't show up. If I didn't see any potential in this, I would have quit a long time ago. So I enjoy doing it, and I'll continue to do it. And yeah, slow week, but let's keep things rolling, and let's have amazing weeks ahead like we've always had in the past. We've been doing this for over a year. You guys have seen the results for over a year. So I don't think this is going to phase us, right? So with that being said, have a great weekend. Don't do anything stupid. If you've had a great week this week, congrats. You have done well. I commend you for that. So preserve that and fire your bullets next week, right? So with that being said, take care. Tradesharpe, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. I do appreciate every one of you showing up. I really do. It really does give me a warm feeling in my heart when people show up, even though charts are just doing BS like this. So it's amazing. All right. Good luck. Take care and have an amazing weekend. Peace. See you guys.